Have you ever had one of those sessions where every mob in Sanctuary feels like it's hoarding something just out of spite? Because that was exactly my night. Well, almost, but more about that in a minute. Hello YouTube, Liquid Dream here with another episode of my Holy Grail journey. Last week we added some genuinely juicy pieces to our collection. Some of them useful, some of them not so much, but probably the one that I cherished the most was the long-awaited Snow Clash. But you know what? Enough of all that and let's get into it. Right before I faced the Countess, I ended up fighting a bunch of Devilkin who dropped a nice little set helmet. It is okay, it's not amazing, not terrible, but you know, older stony gaze. If I decided to use that for one of the set pieces, well, it's handy I guess. Terra's Diablo is always a mix of chaos, lightning and ooh, look, he's charging again. A few blizzards, a few dodged fire hoses and the big red doughboy goes down. And then with that golden aura, shining base and exact that screams, you know you're to roll a paladin now. Yup, we got a Herald of Zakarum. Actually low-key excited. Well, you ever had one of those moments where a rune drops off screen and you panic looted before the mob realize what happened? That was me grabbing a surprise AO rune while being chased by half of Tristram's population. And after clearing the chaos, and one of those mobs handed over a nice melee weapon that's with strong IES and decent physical damage. Underrated, honestly. It was Ginther's Rift. Hey Ginther, if you're watching, I got your blade. Here I stopped at a chest, standard procedure, and suddenly I'm being attacked by items. There was rare items everywhere, but a Devilkin party with Lightning Bolt's Chaos and their ringleader Stone Maid tried to, get me hard. A few icy nukes later, he dropped something beautiful. Faster cast rate item with 1 to all skills. Yep, it's the iconic Suicide Branch. Round 2 with Terra's Diablo. Another Blizzard Dance, another Potion Chug, and another faceplant from the Lord of Terror himself. Right about now. This time he hands over a shiny green Amazon set piece. Nice stats, solid bonuses, but realistically, I actually never wore one in last 20 odd years. He dropped Mavinous Caster. So naturally after finding Herald of Zakarum, I had to try Paladin. It's the law. Heading towards Andariel, Griefi Witch ambushes me. What a classic. A few smites later, she coughs up an item with the funniest name in the game in my opinion. It's a tiny bow, early game nostalgia, but in my opinion a pure comedy. It's none other than the legendary Pluckeye. Pluckeye. And now for a completely different vibe, like my Javazon. With the attention span of a goldfish, I swapped again to finish her nightmare journey. Bale collapses in a dramatic fashion as always, and out pops a melee weapon for a character who absolutely doesn't need one. Really game? Anyway, it looks cool, it hits hard and rolls clean elemental damage. We got a Djinn Slayer. Better than nothing I guess, right? Well, all too soon that brings us to the end of another video. What a wild ride. Tower dives, Diablo takedowns, multi-character chaos, and a set of drops ranging from genuinely powerful to pluck. Yep, Pluckeye. Still can't get over the name. Anyway, we pulled up some huge upgrades like a Herald of Zakarum, some underrated gems like Suicide Branch, and few quirky additions like the Djinn Slayer and Ginther's Rift. The Grail itches forward and Sanctuary continues throwing curveballs. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, drop a comment to feed the algorithm gods, and of course if you haven't already, please consider subscribing so you don't miss on any future chaos. Well, until next time, peace out YouTube, and may Lady Luck be on your side.